This video is brought to you by Gemmer.com, a place where you can buy, sell, and trade collectibles of all kinds, uniquely for comic book fans and just lovers of pop culture in general. So go check it out, Gemmer.com, and hopefully we'll see you there.
Hey guys, CJ here, and welcome back to another Thursday edition of Hybrid News Now. And let's get down to the business and get started with some Batman v Superman news. You know, I joked in Tuesday's video that the Empire issue hitting shelves today was the gift that keeps on giving, and well, here it goes, giving all over again. And there's just so much to talk about in that issue, but for today's video, let's get started with some comments made by Henry Cavill. And you know, first things first, the magazine gave a really kind of cool behind-the-scenes account of that shot that we see in the first trailer where Superman lands at the Capitol. But that's really cool. You should read it for yourself. Go check that out in the issue. But it did not stop there. And the magazine really talked a lot about the motivation behind the two titular characters, really getting to the meat of why exactly they're fighting. And Affleck revealed that really they're very complex characters and they both believe that they're doing the right thing in their own way. So let's take a look at his quote. Rather than just Alien versus Predator where you have two monsters and they're going to fight, you have two people who really truly believe they are doing something heroic and necessary in their conflict. As for Superman, Cavill says that he sees Batman's methods as no better than the criminals that he himself polices, or the people that he's locked away in Arkham Asylum. Let's take a look at Henry's quote. He doesn't agree with his form of justice. For this farm boy who tries to do things the right way, justice at any cost is not something he can come to terms with. But the biggest reveal of all is yet to come, and there are minor spoilers here, so cover your ears or click away if you don't want to hear, and I promise I'm not putting it in the title this time. The magazine reveals that Batman will initially be working with Lex Luthor, and honestly, maybe that's how he gets his kryptonite. And the magazine doesn't say much more about that, they just kind of dropped it in there, but that's already just another interestingly complex layer for this movie confirmed, but albeit one that's been speculated about for a while. And in the same Batman v Superman vein, also from Empire magazine, Jeremy Irons talked a little bit about his Alfred. Irons noted that his Alfred is quite a bit more than a butler, and in his own right, a very capable person, referring to him as a man that can do anything if he has to. Let's take a look at his quote. Alfred has lived longer than Bruce, and so perhaps has a clearer perspective on life. As well as having been in loco parentis to Bruce, his only remit in life is to protect him, and as those of us who have raised children, let alone Batman, will know, that is quite a wide remit. Irons also hinted at Alfred's special ops background, a more recent addition to the comic version's mythos. He also confirmed that Wayne Manor, as we see in the trailer, is completely burned out and uninhabitable, and Bruce Wayne and his butler now live in a sleeker lakeside residence. And on to our third story of the day, we have our first look at some official costumes from the upcoming Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Rogue One will of course follow the dangerous and legendary spy mission to steal the Death Star plans that kicked off the events of Episode 4 and in a roundabout way the fall of the Empire itself. These pictures come to us from lightsaber.net, so be sure to check them out at the link below for all of the pictures, not just the ones I'm showing you here. But what exactly do these pictures show? Well, as the site speculates, these look to be the costumes of the 3 or 4 main characters, with Diego Luna's on the left, Felicity Jones in the center, and Donnie Yen's on the right. And that 4th costume, also on the left, looks to be Jiang Wen's, who's standing behind Donnie Yen in that famous cast picture. And you know, I'm really loving the look of all these costumes, especially some of the callbacks, like Diego Luna's costume looks very much like Han's Hoth outfit. But really, I'm more interested in Donnie Yen's character than anything because of the obvious Ip Man connections. So that's a wrap for another edition of Hybrid News Now. Tell me in the comments below what was your favorite story today. Don't forget to smash that freaking like and subscribe for more news videos every weekday afternoon. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you tomorrow.